సో ఇప్పుడు మన ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి ముఖ్య అతిథి గౌరవనీయులు శ్రీ అశోక్ గజపత రాజు గారు బుక్ లాంచ్ దీంతో పాటు ఈ బుక్ ఆథర్ ఉర్మిళ గారు అండ్ అదేవిధంగా చూడు వీరితో పాటు మాలవిక మెహ్రా డిజైన్ బై ఆర్ట్ వర్క్స్ మాలవిక మెహ్రా గారిని కూడా వేదిక మీదకి సవినీయంగా ఆహ్వానిస్తున్నాం. వీరితో పాటు ఎంటైర్ పూసపాటి ఫ్యామిలీ అండ్ అలాంగ్ విత్ అన్వీలింగ్ జరుగుతుంది. Are we ready? ఒక్కసారి గట్టిగా చప్పట్లతో
to go on and talk about something that is kind of personal, but I believe I was at the receiving end of so much of my father's love when I was younger, and I'm so happy that he gave me the chance to immortalize his memory through this book, and I feel truly honored to be able to do it. I believe he led a life in service in politics, as the chairman of Mansa's Trust, as Dharmakarta of 108 temples. He was truly humble, and he always upheld his righteousness, and he was always very dharmic as a person. And my mother keeps saying he was born in the Vishnu Amsa. I'm not really sure what that means, but I believe whenever my father told me when I was younger that Narasimha Swami always tested people who believed in him the most, I believed it was a way of letting me know that, you know, when difficult things happen in your life, it's not for us to give up our faith in God, but to reinforce that same faith and to surrender to Him. I hope to imbibe so many of His qualities, His intelligence, His charisma, His sense of always being on time, which I really, really hope I get soon, because it's not something I've been I've been known to uphold, unfortunately, but it's something I'd like to learn from Him. And he gave so much to his people. He gave scholarships, he helped anyone in need of employment. He always made sure whoever came to him was never turned away empty-handed. His contributions are many. He rented out Simhachalam Meda to Lions Club in Vijayanagaram at annual rent of just 1 rupee, so the needy could have free medical services. He established a new Goshala at Simhachalam and founded MVGR College of Engineering in early 2000s to make quality education accessible. So I would now like for all of you to watch a short video we made in honor of my father.
A rather meaningful life, and it's in sport Anand had done also other things like, for the small things like in Vijayanagaram and P-Lights, he gave 10 lakhs of rupees to the stadia for he and Kishore Chandradev from Kurpam, both. They put up this, I wonder if Urmila knows about it and put it in a book. I have no idea, because I don't know who all gave her inputs, because Anand was much bigger person. Education, it's an individual empowerment. What you do with the education is a value structure. This values is what we are all looking out for. తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే ధర్మము ఎక్కడున్నా మీ ధర్మాన్ని పాటిస్తే, as a son you have a dharma, as a father you have a dharma, as a wife you have a dharma, as a husband you have a dharma. You have a dharma for society also. ఆ ధర్మాన్ని పాటించడం అది ముఖ్యం. I think very fun-loving person also. We miss him. భగవంతుడు ఆయనకి ఆరోగ్యంలో లోడ్ చేశారు. His health started failing him. And we lost him. His work anyway remains. I remember when our father passed away, there was only one old palace area in Vijayanagaram which did not have, was not an educational institution or had an educational institution in its compound. And it bugged him. Probably the only zamindari, if not only a state in the whole country where all the old palaces were either educational institutions or had educational institutions in their compounds. And that gave rise to the College of Engineering in Vijayanagaram. Probably the only place that 100%. That's why the grandeur is out. Nobody was thinking of building a Rishikonda anywhere except Visakhapatnam. And from what I understand from what our legislator told me, that he has probably one of the best palaces he has seen is the Palace of Goa, the governor's residence, which was built by the Portuguese. I'm sometimes wondering whether that was the model for your Rishikonda in Visakhapatnam. That has 3 sides C, this has 2.5 sides C. So it's all very interesting. Only thing, the timings have changed. That was built by a Portuguese empire. This was built against all laws, all regulations, everything. But it's interesting, from going from the east coast to the west coast. I don't know what awaits me, because whatever it be, if our lives are useful to others, I think God cannot give a bigger blessing. Anand inherited a lot of responsibility. I never thought it will come my way. I was happy-go-lucky person. He was the studious kind, and I used to take the opposite reports home. And my father used to laugh at the report cards I used to get. There's no basis to start with Ashok. He's too happy-go-lucky. So these were the kind of report cards I took home. And for any serious type of thinking, we used to look up to Anand. He was a more serious type of person, more anchored in reality. He used to always tell us, it's nice to be important also, but it's more important to be nice. Well, at those younger days, how he used to think like this is beyond me. But it was the way of his life. More matured than his years, and the impact that he leaves is what is left. That someday we are all going to go away, but the only thing we have is to leave our footprints in the sands of time. If we do something proper, we generate an impact. And it is an impact that sustains affection, respect, of which we as a family are blessed with abundance. My grandfather started